Alrighty, YouTube, it's your boy Zxous, and we're back with another Goddess of Victory Nikke video. And today we're going to be talking about if you should be going for core dupes on characters, if it's worth it, or if you should just be keeping a character at LB3 and not trying to invest into them anymore, right? Somebody asked this question. I thought it was a pretty good topic, actually, because it is kind of important. So before we get into that, make sure you guys subscribe and like. So, essentially, cores are more stats, right? They're more basic stats, and characters who benefit from these basic stats are essentially the characters you want to get these core for, right? So let's take a look at let's take a look at some of these characters, okay? So for example, where's Privity? Privity is 2 stars, right? If I was to get Privity from 2 stars to 3 stars, she would increase her HP and attack and defense off of a regular stat, right? Just basic stat. 31 plus attack, 102 defense, and then obviously our HP would increase by 3,270, right? While if we were to look at a character like Laplace here, if I was to get her core enhancement, she would increase her stats by percentages, right? 2%, 2% across the board. I believe core level goes up to 7, so that would be a total of 14%, across the board if you were to get a character core 7, essentially. So the characters, like I said before, the characters that will benefit from having these core dupes, technically, disclaimer, every character will benefit from having core dupes. It's stats. Every character, regardless, will benefit from having core dupes. But there's characters that do not need it and characters that essentially will need it in the long run. So the characters that do not need it are the characters who do not benefit in terms of their skills, who do not rely on their stats, right? So let's take a look at Litter, right? If we look at Litter, her burst skill, for example, increases all allies attack by, right now at level 5, 49.5%. Actually, let me pull up the Nikkepedia, just so I could just do this at level 10 stats, right? Litter. Or level 10 skills, right? So level 10 Litter will increase all allies attack by 66% for 5 seconds. The thing is, my Litter, right, at 0 stars will have the same effect, and it will like work the exact same way as the Litter who is 3-star core 7 max core, right? As you see in Litter skills, there's nothing here that's saying she will recover, for example, like rebuild, or I guess covers HP recovers by a certain percentage based on her max HP, or she increases attack of allies based on her max attack, right? So she's a character who does not essentially need core dupes, right? Because not that she won't benefit from it, it has nothing to do with her skills, right? Characters who do benefit from something like that are characters like Pepper. And let's say Pepper's a good example because she's a healer, right? If you look at Pepper here, it will say on her burst skill, restores HP equal to a certain percent of the caster's max HP. The higher her HP is, the more we're going to be healing. Now, not essentially, because it does say caster's max HP, which is 100%, right? So you got, when it says the caster's max HP, you got to say like 100% of her max HP, right? But obviously, the more the HP is in the long run, the more you're going to be getting, right? If my HP was at 100k and my HP was at 1 million, both of it was full, it wouldn't matter because both of them would be at 100%. But if it was to drop to, let's say, 80k and then 800,000, it would be a big difference there because of the numbers, right? Hopefully I explained that right. I don't know if I did. Hopefully I explained that right. But essentially it's different, right? The more HP, even though it says caster's max HP, the more HP, the better. So characters like healers in this game are characters who will benefit from cores, right? Let's take a look at the new character, Biscuit. I don't know exactly if Biscuit is let's look at Biscuit. Biscuit is a character who I believe doesn't really benefit from having core dupes. So she does actually. Her first skill, right? Constantly recovers a certain percent of the caster's maximum HP for every 1 second for 10 seconds, right? The caster's max HP, not whoever this is going for. So this is for all attacker allies, right? But they're going to be healing a certain percentage off of Biscuit's max HP. So having more cores will essentially give you more HP, which means more healers or more heals for the attackers, right? Even here, her second skill recovers a certain percent of HP, or of the caster's max HP, of Biscuit's max HP, because she's the one who's casting this skill, right? She's the one casting means using it basically. She's the one who's using the skill. So a character like Biscuit is a character who benefits from having core dupes, right? Again, like I said in the beginning, everybody benefits from having core dupes because it's just stats, right? But the characters that you want to essentially chase core dupes for are characters who increase or heal more or do something with their skills based on their stats. Again, my litter at full level 10 skill 0 star will be doing the same amount of work as in terms of just skills, will be doing the same amount of work as a litter who is 3 stars core 7, because all her skills have to just do with her increasing stats. It has nothing to do with her doing something based on her stats, right? So yeah, my litter will be my litter right here will be doing the same at level 10 skills, same work as a max 3-star core 7 litter. It's how it works, right? So only go for dupes for characters like again, like I said, for I guess this is the third time, core dupes matter for everybody. They're stats, right? So your DPSs will benefit from having them, right? But essentially, I would recommend to only chase core dupes for characters who actually need it, in terms of they will benefit from their skills from it, or they will get a benefit out of it because of their skills, essentially, right? So healers are characters you want to go for core dupes. Litter is not a character you need to have core 7. Like I said, she's just a character you need to have. You don't need her core 7. You don't even need her have her limit break 3, right? That's just going to give her more stats, right? Obviously, you don't need to have it, but it would be nice to have more stats, of course. But Litter is somebody you just need one copy and you're good, right? Characters like that. Even Senti is a character who actually could benefit from having core dupes, because her shield is equivalent to her max HP, right? Creates a shield equivalent to a certain percentage of her max HP. So Litter is, or not Litter, Senti is a character who, just on her second skill, which is her whole purpose of her being so godly, is a character who benefits off having core, because the more core you have, the more HP you get because of the percentage increase, right? So essentially, my Senti at 3-star core 2 right now will be getting more of a shield, I should say a more shield capacity than a Senti who is 0 stars, because I have more stats, right? That's how it works. So essentially, those are the type of characters you want to be getting core dupes for, and the characters you don't. Thank you, Calvin Arby, I think that's what it says, for the sub. I love that thing. Shoutouts to I don't know the name, but shoutouts to the person that makes it. You can see it on the top left there if you look at it. But yeah, essentially that's basically what you want to be doing, right? Those are characters you want to go for core dupes for, and characters you don't want to be going for core dupes for. Hopefully I explained it well. Let me know if I made a mistake or anything like that. If you don't understand, feel free to ask in the comments down below, and I will obviously get to you, or somebody else will get to you, right? But I'll try to clarify it more for you guys in the comments if you still don't understand. But for now, it's going to be your boy Zxous, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Later. Peace.